Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. I'm going to try and make this quick because it's quite late and I want to get up in the morning and go and see the Batman. Also, Gran Turismo just came out, so I just want to play that for a little bit before I go to bed. But anyway, enough about that. You're here for the Premier League predictions. In the previous match day, I got one exact score for the very first game. Southampton v Norwich, predicted 2-0, and it was 2-0. Then I got 4 wrong, then I got 3 results and a further 1 wrong. So the 3 results I got, I was pretty close in one of the times. Villa, I said 2-0 away from home against Brighton. They won 2-1. Sorry, I predicted 2-1, it was 2-0, my bad. City, I said 4-1 to City, it was 1-0. It could have been 1-1 if the penalty was given. West Ham v Wolves, predicted a 1-goal West Ham win, and they did win narrowly, but got the score wrong. But not great prediction-wise, to be honest. Match day 28, Leicester v Leeds. Leeds have been struggling. They have sacked Bielsa now, and they are hovering above the relegation zone. I've been talking about this to certain people, and from my point of view, I think Norwich and Watford will go down. I know they're showing some fight, and they're not really that far off the rest of the pack in terms of like this sort of area from Brentford downwards. But I still feel that Norwich and Watford will go down. I could be wrong, and if they prove me wrong, fair enough. But at this point in time, I think they'll go down. At one point I thought Burnley would, but I feel like they'll get out of it. So then you got Everton, Leeds and Brentford. And I feel like Burnley will stay up and one of those 3 will go down. But it's still hard to, even though they're all like struggling, it's hard to see any of them going down. But it's going to happen. So something's going to happen. I don't think Burnley will stay in there. But anyway, Leeds have been poor. And I don't think their form is getting better in this game. I think at the King Power, Leicester City will win 2-0 at home. Aston Villa v Southampton. Southampton have been on very good form recently. They're in 9th now, above Villa actually, so they've been doing very well. I think Villa have got games in hand as far as I know, but they would want to win this, especially if they want to finish higher up in the table. And I think they will. Southampton, they have been doing very well, Southampton, but I feel like Villa will win this very narrowly. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Aston Villa victory. Burnley v Chelsea. Wouldn't mind seeing Chelsea lose, but I don't think they will. I predict a narrow 1-0 Chelsea victory. I think they'll secure 3rd place. I think that's what they'll do from now to the end of the season. Newcastle v Brighton. Newcastle have been on great form. Haven't lost in a while. Before they haven't won in a while. Now it's the other way around. It's been a great turnaround from them. They've been very good, and they're beating teams around them as well. So that's very important. They're even getting They're getting a big draw away at West Ham as well. So beat Leeds, beat Everton, beat Brentford. Those are the important ones, really. Obviously, drew with Watford, a draw with Man United as well. You know, obviously these results are since December, but point still stands. They really turned it around, and it looked like they were down and out at one point, but now it looks like they will stay up. They'll get enough points from now on, because already they got this amount of points. They were rock bottom, now they're up here. I think they'll. I don't think they'll climb up too far, but I think they'll be like possibly around 12th. I think they'll get there, and I think they'll beat Brighton. Brighton haven't done too well in recent games anyway, so I predict Newcastle to win 3-1. They're confident, they're comfortable, a bit more comfortable now. I think they'll come out and play and score a few goals, but I think they'll concede too. 3-1 to Newcastle. Norwich, I think, will defeat Brentford. Yes, I like Brentford more, but I don't think they'll beat Norwich, especially on their form. And Norwich have been doing well in certain games. I know they lost the last 3, but my point still stands. They've been better than Brentford recently. I still think they'll go down, but this will be a massive win for them, that's for sure. Wolves v Crystal Palace, I predict a 1-0 Wolves victory. I think they'll win this game at home. Liverpool v West Ham, I predict to be a Liverpool victory, 2-1 narrow victory. I think West Ham will do well up there, but I think they'll come up short by a goal. Watford v Arsenal, I'm hoping that we pull off a win, but Watford have been a bogey team for us in recent seasons. I say recent seasons, I guess the last eight years or so. They've got a few wins against us, quite a few. Most of those wins 2-1. So I'm a bit worried. We even bottled a 2-goal lead to them once. We drew 2-2 under Emery. We haven't had the best of times playing them, and at Vicarage Road has been no different. They won at the Emirates as well about 3 times. But I have confidence, a bit more confidence. I'm always nervous before Arsenal games, but also sometimes a bit of confidence when our form is good, you know. The one loss was to Man City, apart from, I mean, the Burnley draw was very bad as well. But, you know, we've been getting some decent wins, 2 of those against Wolves. I think we should beat Watford, and I'm going to go for a 2-0 away victory with a clean sheet. Manchester, oh, it's the Manchester derby. I did know that, but I kind of forgot for a second. So here's a fun fact. Man City have only beaten Man United once at home since 2014. At the Etihad Stadium, Man United don't lose very often to Man City. To be honest, it doesn't surprise me, to be honest. It actually kind of makes sense, because I always remember in recent years or so, Man City do better at Old Trafford and United do better against them at Etihad. That's just how it's been. City tend to win at Old Trafford, but at the Etihad, United give them a better game. And as I said, at the Etihad, Man City have won this game once since 2014, which is pretty crazy. I remember that game. That was a 3-1 game, right? Where City were in the corner taking the piss. I remember that for some reason. That's what I remember from that game. I don't remember the rest of the game, just the ending. I think draw. I could see this being a draw. Yeah, I can see this being a draw. 1-1. Very boring. Not as boring as 0-0, but I'm going to say a draw. Tottenham V Everton. Everton have done alright away at Tottenham in certain seasons, but not this time round. 3-0 to Spurs, I think. I think they will comfortably dispatch of the Evertonians. Wolves v Watfords. Wolves with another home game. There's a couple home games for them. Possibly catch up to the top 4 race again if they can. 2-0 Wolves, I think. You know, they'll beat Watford. This was a postponed game. Obviously, this is also postponed. So was this. But this one I actually predicted back in December. Then it got postponed after. I predicted a 2-2 draw between Southampton and Newcastle, and I'm going to stick with that. That actually sounds realistic even now, to be honest. Even though Newcastle are doing better, so are Southampton. So, yeah, I can still see that. Leeds v Aston Villa. A must-win for Leeds, which is why I think they'll draw 1-1. So, yeah, 1-1 between Leeds and Villa, 2-2 between Southampton and Newcastle, 2-0 Wolves, 3-0 sorry, I should say the full thing. 2-0 to Wolves against Watford, 3-0 Spurs against Everton, Man City to draw 1-1 with Man United at the Manchester derby, Arsenal to beat Watford 2-0 away from home, Liverpool to beat West Ham 2-1, Wolves to beat Crystal Palace 1-0, Norwich to beat Brentford 2-0, Newcastle to beat Brighton 2-1, Burnley to lose 1-0 at home to Chelsea, Aston Villa to beat Southampton 2-1, and Leicester City to beat Leeds United 2-0. Let me know your predictions down below, and before I go, this is my fantasy points. Not great. My bench keeper got more points than my starting keeper, so that's one thing. But the 3 players on my bench didn't get any points, so I mean, I guess I didn't put them there. I think the game just did it automatically because I think I left him in. But yeah, Cancelo got 9, Diaz got 7, De Gea got 6. Apart from that, it's quite dreadful. A wild card or a free hit has to happen at some point. I just don't know when I'm going to do that yet. I feel like I want to do a free hit before I do the wild card. I feel like that would be a better idea. It doesn't really matter too much though when you think about it. But my plan is to bring Salah in. But considering how much I have in the bank, I would have to take Ronaldo out. So that would take a couple weeks to do. So what I did is I took Ronaldo out for... I'm not going to try and pronounce his name because I don't want to get it wrong. But yeah, he scored against Arsenal. He has got 2 games. Wolves have got 2 home games. So I thought, yeah, let's put him in. I'm going to keep Saint-Maximin in for now, even though he didn't play last game, and obviously he's 50-50, according to FPL. Anyway, I haven't really checked anything with Newcastle news. But if he doesn't play, they'll put one of these in. But I should really put Rafinha on the pitch anyway, considering he's got 2 games. Antonio's got Liverpool away. Should really be putting Zaha in as well, but who would I take out? Yeah, I'm still not sure if he's playing yet. Yeah, I'll stick with that. No one is being triple captain. There's no free hit yet, but I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players with 2 games, so that should be. This should be more points than this, unless the hair keeps a clean sheet and does really well. But I feel like Forza should get more points from 2 games, even though they're 2 tough games. Hopefully you get more points. Make a few saves maybe. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I would ideally put these on as well, but obviously there's a limit, of course. The rules are rules, even though it's just fantasy. This is your boy Davido. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and see ya.
I should go, no, I don't wanna let you down. You just want